It's stupid. Anyways, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen of One Fair Review. I am your host, as always, Grant, the guy. And across the borders, across the Indian Ocean, is my good friend Josh. Josh, how are you?
Good, how are you, mate?
How's the quarantine been for you?
Boring
no one gives a shit. Anyways, today we watched anime as per request. Now, to give some context to everybody, I scoured the YouTube comments. I asked you guys personally what you wanted to see in terms of recommended shows, and you guys, all two of you, said you wanted to see me talk about terrible anime. So I took that literally. I went to a top 100 worst anime list, because I don't tend to watch worst animes of all time, and I found a show. Did not read anything about it. I didn't review any reviews. That was a bit awkward to say, but whatever. I did not look at any reviews. I did not look at any synopsis. I got it, told Josh, we need to watch this, and we watched it. Josh, did we watch it? Can you confirm this?
Sadly, yes. We watched this shit anime.
All right. So today we were looking at Mahou Shoujo, or Naria Girls. It's beautiful. It's got a 3.88. 3.88 stars.
Is there a negative there? Did you forget the negative?
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah. There's a negative.
There's a negative. Okay.
Yeah, there's a negative.
Just making sure. I was like, there's no way it's a 3.
This show was by the studio of Bouncy, which I've never heard of, and it was a summer anime of 2016. 12 episodes in total. Naturally, they could not get more.
I wouldn't. You know what? No, I know why they call it bouncy, because
oh yeah, because of that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. All right, and the synopsis goes as follows: after the Ice Queen brings eternal winter to the land of Nadadia, the only hope to restore balance is to gather human warriors and give them the power of the Nadia crystals. For this reason, Amimaru has chosen the middle schoolers Uraha, Inoha, and Hanabi as warriors. The girls, however, are much more focused on mocking the events happening around them and trying to earn money as idols. That's what was going on? Okay. When the Ice Queen's who gives a shit, plot, it happens.
It's a terrible plot.
Starring such amazing actresses as Kago Aoi as Hanabi, Fukaga, who fucking cares? Bunch of actors. All right, Josh.
How many actors?
There's 5 actually. I'm quite shocked.
5, Jesus.
Yeah, there was.
That art, I thought there'd be 20.
Yeah. So Josh, what did you think of the story of what was it? How Sojo?
It was awful. I didn't even think there was a story to begin with, to be honest. Yeah. I didn't see a single story. All I saw was 3 girls just talking. And that's all I got out of this whole anime. And then a random Power Rangers crystal came in their hand. That's it. So
this is a magical girl show, supposedly.
Power Rangers.
Yeah. And I did not expect this. I'm sorry, by the way. I did not. I actually expected for people watching. I didn't watch any trailers. This is true. I just told Josh, let's watch this anime. And we watched it, and I had no context of what we were going to see. I was very shocked to notice that there was nothing. There's still backgrounds and 3D animation. We'll talk about that later. But there is no story. There is quite literally no story here, and nothing happens for the entire show. It is quite literally just girls mocking the events that are happening, that are transpiring, and that's it. I really don't know how else to describe this.
There's no description needed. This thing was just terrible. It's just like an anime that shouldn't have existed. For me, I thought it meant for little girls to watch, but then as you actually read what they say, it's just awful.
Oh yeah, it's pretty
just
terrible.
Like awful. It's very sexual.
There's one that caught my, because I was thinking the same thing. Oh, this is for little girls. Then I noticed that when they were talking, she mentioned like, oh, you have I think it was Hanabi, you have fireworks. you have such massive tits that
I know.
We can drink from it. And she's like, oh yes. And she's like, yeah, can I drink from it? And then she starts moving towards it.
Yeah, she's like,
yeah, and
like, oh Jesus.
Yeah, and there's no plot. There's just absolutely none.
Obviously, in the synopsis, there's obviously a plot, but we can't see the plot from.
They become idols at one point.
Yeah, but like the only thing I can say about it is the beginning was actually kind of interesting. Like the first little.
The beginning.
Scene, the opening scene. Remember?
Oh, please elaborate.
Oh, you know what is it? The Crystal Queen or something?
Something. I think
something
it's the
like
Ice
that.
Queen.
Yeah, Ice Queen. Apparently, like the little fucking dog thing. I don't know what it is. What that thing?
Animaru is his name.
Is that actually his name?
Yeah, I'm not joking. That's
Damn,
actually his name.
they were talking about like something about overthrow something or around there. I don't know. I lost track because I was so lost with everything.
Yeah, I got lost too. I don't tend to get lost with anime.
But don't you agree, like, that beginning part was something right in there?
I mean, yeah, it was in the beginning. I do remember.
Yeah, they were, like, talking. It was, like, a serious moment.
Yeah, the plot.
I was like, all right, maybe this isn't as bad as I thought it'd be. Because I was like, oh, little interesting, little menacing. And then it went to that, and I was like, forget it. That's it. I'm done.
Well, it was still images at first. Was it?
That beginning part wasn't. They were actually talking. Like, they were actually moving, though.
That part, I don't remember.
You know what? That's where all their money went to.
All the money
went to that one little opening scene. All that money.
Okay, all the money went to
all that $5 went right there.
Because you know what it seems like? What it really seems like to me personally is that 3 actresses, voice actresses, I'm not going to... I mean, some of them are professional. I know. I actually recognize some. But they are just in a studio. Like, inside a studio. And they're just... The producers, they pretty much just told them, this is not a fact. This is my fan fiction. They just said, talk shit on the script. Just talk shit. And then they did. And while they were doing, that's all they did. They just made up the lines because I'm assuming there was no dialogue because it's so improvised.
Yeah, it feels improvised, and they cut each other off very easily. And some of them actually like catch that themselves. They're like, oh, okay. Like, you can tell that they stop themselves from talking.
Yeah, because it's rude.
Yeah, it's rude, and then also I think they don't want to mess with the audio. Also, because that could be an issue too. Because like if they overlap.
Yeah. Well, there is a lot actually of that. In fact, I would say almost every episode is like that, where the girls, because the girls, to give you guys, the girls just keep talking nonstop.
I know. Even the cameras were funny.
Even the camera could not catch up.
Yeah, they were like.
Which I don't know how they filmed this. I assume, like, I think you mentioned it while we were watching. Like, it looked like Gary's mod.
Yeah, Gmod was like they just had like.
I in a way I could see that being a possibility because that's how bad the animation was. But we'll get to that. Yeah. But no, they keep cutting each other off. They keep like talking over each other, and not much gets done.
Yeah.
And that's why in my opinion that's probably what happened. Just like the producer said, just fucking, talk shit about our script and just make up a story as you go along. Yeah. That is the only way I could make sense of it, because there is no dialogue, because it seems super natural. It doesn't seem like they wrote like, oh, say this, and it's like, oh, Hanabi-chan, none of that bullshit.
Yeah,
it's like,
it just seemed awkward. For me, I felt awkward. I was like, I might like easing in on like a conversation or something. It just felt weird, and it's just out of place. All they did was just put a background and just a bunch of characters just moving around. And they even the animation looked like terrible. Like their hands were going through their heads and all that stuff. The hair wasn't 100%. Moving. It was just like a stick just moving around. It just didn't. For me, it looked terrible. I thought it was gonna be all pictures, and I was like, okay, this is different. I was like, what did he get me into?
This is different.
Yeah, I was like, what did he get me into? What did the shit think he get me into this time? And then the more we watched it, the more I realized that, all right, this is awful.
there is animation.
Is terrible. I was like, no. I kept saying I don't want to watch this. I kept begging to turn this shit off.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I really don't have much to say about the story because there was none. They just become, from what I can gather, they become idols once in a while, and they do that. And there's like a monster who's like a mirror ice monster, an ice mirror monster. I don't fucking care.
It looked like a queen, to be honest. That's why I said queen. Because if you look at it, it seemed like it was like ice queen or something.
The big monster, the hairy one.
Oh, the hairy monster. That's called blue. That was literally called pink monster. That's the name of them.
Oh, Piku?
No, Pink Monster.
That was his name?
That's literally what he called himself. Or she, I don't know. Pink Monster. I promise you.
Okay.
That it says, and then they give you like lessons about something. Like something was about Highway 1 or something, and they had to write it down.
Oh, yeah. And
yeah,
then,
I was like, there's like school lessons, yeah. What age are you supposed to watch this?
what's the demographic that they're going for?
Yeah, it's like what? Sexual. It's like, oh hey, you can learn about this, you know? What's next? Like, what's the next? They're gonna teach you geometry after that? Like, I don't get the whole thing.
It was just bad. It was just bad. That's all I can say.
I know there's no words to describe this.
I mean, usually I go into presentation, which we will. Presentation. The story, to wrap up the story, terrible presentation. So there was indeed animation. There was an intro for the show. There was music.
Well, yeah. I mean, the music was more like K-pop, huh?
Yeah, it was
like a K-pop.
It was very standard.
It didn't seem
J-pop.
Yeah, it didn't seem very original like most anime outros and intros would be, you know.
Most good ones.
Yeah, the good ones, but like, you know, I mean, like even like what's it called? Like I talked about Seven Deadly Sins. Remember, I said that was a good one. Like, you know, their outro was original too, and like even though people say that's not a good anime, but like, you know, not every anime could be good, but once they're bad, some of them have actually good music to them.
No, yeah, and I've seen anime where it's like the story sucks, but they have good music, like whether it be an outro and intro, but usually because that's, you know, they do it separately.
Yeah,
but
that's what I mean. Like this was just like
it's like they didn't try.
Yeah, or they just go on YouTube and looked up music and say, oh, here's some money, and then throw it in there.
Yeah, pretty much. They just went to Sony Music Japan and just like, hey, we need some music. It's like, all right.
I mean, come on.
And we got this track that we never used for this one anime that cans. And they're like, oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect for ours. So, yeah, the music is uninspired. And, you know, that's honestly the best thing I could say about this show. The best thing I could say is the music is uninspired.
It felt like a kid's, like, commercial, that song. It felt like it belonged to a commercial or something.
Yeah, it was generic, and then there was some other music that kept, like, I mean, the girls talked so fucking much that I don't even remember.
Yeah, there's like menacing and then random, you know, drum banging and all that stuff, just random shit going on, and it's just like, all right, it's menacing.
There's no rhythm.
There's no rhythm, yeah. And
there's no flow, no rhythm.
There's no thing even going on for that thing to go on too. For the music to go on, there's nothing. It's just them talking and the music goes.
Yeah, and then there's the animation. I'm gonna see if YouTube allows me. I don't get copyright claim.
There's one good thing I'll say.
Oh, really?
Is that the picture art was better than the animation by far.
That's some high fucking praise.
Don't you agree though?
Oh, naturally.
Yeah, because like if you think about it, like the girls look nothing like the pictures, and the picture actually looks like an actual anime.
They look like a manga. I'll say that.
Yeah, it's like I think it is like a manga kind of deal. But then again, I don't know how many books they made. Probably one, and then that's it.
They gave up.
Yeah, they gave up. No one was buying it, but that's it.
Maybe like what they wanted to do was have like a Gintama, like just like a parody anime, but it just didn't work. This, the animation for this show, this is definitely no Cloverworks. This is definitely no Ufotable.
Yeah.
This is shit. Bottom of the barrel. Like, this animation seems like it legitimately seems like they just went to like a really shitty YouTube artist and they're like, please animate some 3D art, because I hope I could show this on screen because I hope YouTube doesn't copyright. But there's like just one background at all times.
Yeah.
And sometimes it doesn't make sense because there was one time where I thought we were in a karaoke bar, but then it was actually the school roof. And
I thought they were in jail. It looked like there's a fence over it, concrete everywhere.
Oh yeah, because it's always poor quality, like the backgrounds.
Yeah, and then one of them looked. I didn't even know if the front of the school or something.
It was the front of the school and like the parks, the Idol concert, like a bunch of shit. So they have one background to explain the animation. They have one background, usually in poor res. And then they have the 3 anime girls, never anybody else, never, just the 3 anime girls.
I think the more we go on to, I guess more characters probably, because you said 5 actors, right?
Yeah, there's 5. Yeah, but like they always appear in just drawings, the other 2.
Yeah, but then again, like you never know, maybe they'll come into
I don't fucking.
Well,
I don't care.
We didn't get that far to even.
Oh yeah, can we just mention we did not get far in the show.
We got to what, episode 2, and 2 or 3.
3.
3, and we said fuck it. We're done.
Yeah.
I'm done with this. I don't want.
We made an executive decision that we just were not going to subject ourselves to such garbage. But
yeah, like I didn't want to be blinded by this garb, because like it was.
Yeah, both at the same time we just told each other, like, yeah, we don't want to keep watching.
Yeah, no, it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, so presentation was bad, and I mean to sum up the rest of this, because now let's just get into final thoughts. I really don't have much more else to say about this.
There isn't much to say. That's the problem. There's nothing else
final
to
thoughts.
say about this.
Final thoughts. Final verdict.
How many stars it deserves.
All right, so I think. What are your final thoughts? I'll start with you first. What are your final thoughts, and what would you rate it at the end of that?
I mean, final thoughts is just, if you're gonna
out of 10, by the way.
Okay.
Just,
a little high.
I know.
If anything, like, if you're gonna keep it, show off pictures first, you might as well just keep it as a manga. Then a whole anime. That's not even an anime. That's the thing. It's not even an anime. It looks like from Gary's Mod. That's the problem. But like, if you're gonna keep it like that, you might as well keep it like as a manga and just keep it there. That's it. Don't even like move it. If it doesn't look good on screen, don't even throw it on there. But probably 1.
1 out of 10.
1 out of 10 because of that main reason of bad animation, terrible backgrounds that don't belong, and you don't even know where they're at from the start. And the names of the enemies are terrible, like Pink Monster, something like that. And then just not knowing what's going on. In general, you don't know what's going on.
Right.
And then all the sexuality that was very unnecessary, even though you're not even moving. And even the how they power up. Remember the coffee?
The coffee?
The coughing.
Oh.
Remember the summer?
Oh, yeah.
She's like,
yeah, like at the beginning of the show. That was the one genuine laugh the show
was
got
really
from me. Good. There was like one point in the show where it's in the first episode where they like transform into magical girls, which we might as well mention. When they transform into magical girls, they don't change clothes.
They don't. They just have a little bow tie, a hat, or just a bow tie. That's it.
Yeah.
Or like new shoes, and that's it.
So they were saying random shit, of course. Yeah, and then just one of the girls, I think it was.
It was the summer one. Remember, she didn't like pollen.
Was that her? Yeah. Okay.
The
yeah.
Summer one.
She was just like. She just started coughing
all the way to the transformation. It was just so the character didn't even move. It was just smiling. The character was just smiling the whole time.
Oh yeah, the faces never match what the characters are saying.
She just was like, I thought she died. Right
yeah,
there.
I was like, what's going on?
One said, "Ow, ow, 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 ow."
Yeah, she just kept going. I was just like, what?
The only normal one was the winter. No, the fall one, huh? Was it fall or? Was it summer, fall, and then...
I think it was autumn.
Autumn, okay. Wait, ain't that fall?
I mean, yeah,
summer,
but...
autumn, and then what was the last one again? Spring?
I don't know.
Anyways, one of them... I think autumn is the only one that actually liked her power. I think it's saying something like, I like the cool breeze or some shit. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I think out of the other two that were dying, the one actually
out of the other two who did not give a shit, just talking mad crap. Like out of the three of them, the autumn girl, I think it was Hanabi. She was the one who actually said something.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was the one genuine laugh I got in the entire show. Just
that was good.
That
and then
made
the
me
bad
laugh.
camera pan that stopped.
Oh yeah, there's a camera pan at one point where
it looked like she hit a wall and then the camera just pushed out.
Yeah, like I don't know. Again, I don't know how they animated this.
I don't.
Maybe that was intentional, or maybe not.
I don't think it was, to be honest.
Now, for me, my final thoughts would be as follows. This was a huge waste of my time. I hated it. I hated every minute of watching the show. There was one laugh that it got for me, a genuine one. The rest was just me laughing, like my mind at one point just melted and I just went insane. I was like like I just like an insane person, just like in a straitjacket. I just started laughing.
It was just so dumb.
It just broke me.
I was scared for my life for a second. I almost called 911.
Yeah, the animation is shockingly horrendous. Like I did not expect it. The music is just just and the plot is there is none. So I would have to agree with you. I'd give this show a straight 1 out of 10 for being a complete waste of my time.
Yeah.
So much so that it's pretty rare that I decide, after 3 episodes of an anime that I'm just done. Like I'm not gonna continue watching. It usually takes me up like a little bit longer, and most of the time it's either I'm not interested. It's like I don't finish it.
Yeah.
This one I actively just was like I don't want to finish it. By the way, might we mention that the episodes are only 8 minutes long? So the fact that I was sick of it after 3 episodes is an accomplishment.
I didn't even know. I thought it would be longer, but I was surprised when it said 8 minutes. I was like, what?
It felt longer.
It did. It felt like I was watching a 20-minute. Maybe that's what they're going for. Maybe this was like a torture tactic or something.
I wouldn't put it past them.
I for an hour watching 3 episodes. I was about to fall asleep.
Yeah. So this show is a waste of my. Oh yeah.
Huge waste of our time.
Do you recommend it?
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
100% 10 out of 10 recommendation.
Yeah, go for it. Why not?
Yep, go for it.
You know what?
Best anime ever. Forget all these Demon Slayers.
Can I be honest? Yeah. In a weird way, I would recommend this.
To who?
Just like if you want to see something just like fucking shitty, because that's the thing. This is beyond crap.
That is true. If you
this is beyond crap.
If you want to laugh and you actually like look at it in a way we did, then you're gonna enjoy it a little bit. You'll enjoy the chuckle.
I kind of enjoyed the whole like thinking that this is just a bunch of girls who are given a script, and on that basic level it's kind of entertaining.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's fucking annoying, especially because the girls, I'm nothing against them, they talk like most of my friends, if anything. But
anything good out of this, they did have a clear voice. That's the cool thing. That's the best
they
thing.
had a clear voice.
Yeah, you can tell too.
Yeah.
The audio wasn't choppy. It was just pure.
I love how that's our praise. Like, we understood what was.
Yeah,
we understood the audio.
What they said, but we couldn't get distracted by the looks of it.
Yeah. So I go with a recommendation because why not?
Yeah.
You go with no recommendation.
I recommend it.
Okay, we both recommend it. Go watch the show. Anyways, if you guys have watched the show, the fuck's the matter with you? Like, why?
Yeah,
why would you do that?
Unless you're just that guy.
If you guys have seen this show, and if you are planning to see this show, again, I must ask why, but leave a comment down below if you guys have seen it, what you guys thought. Did you love it, hate it, don't care about it, you're even mad at us for even discussing it, you want us to just drop down dead? Let us know down in the comments down below. I read your guys' comments every now and again. And with that, everybody, thank you for joining us for One Fair Review. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe if you got this far.
Yeah.
And please, I'm your host, Grant, for One Fair Review, the hack. And this is Josh, the submissive one.
The lard.
And we'll see you next time on One Fair Review. Oh, if you would like us to do another one of these shitty fucking anime watching videos.
With me.
With Josh, he can join me, anytime, anywhere. Just leave a comment down below. Anyways, I'm Grant for One Fair Review. As always, have a nice day, and I'll see you next time.
Bye.